Top 7 Deadly Plants Touching the Death. In our rich and diverse natural world, there are numerous beautiful and fascinating plant species. However, not all plants are reliable companions in our journey of exploring nature. In this video, we have explored the top 7 most dangerous plant species in the world, plants that can have serious consequences if we don't take precautions. I am confident that you have learned some interesting facts and ways to avoid potential risks when engaging with nature and plants. Let's embark on this exciting journey together and delve into the world of top 7 deadly plants touching the death. Number 1. Manchineel, the little apple of death. The manchineel tree, also known as Hippomene manchinella in the Caribbean and Bahamas of the United States, is renowned as the most unique and toxic plant species in the world. Its toxic properties have even earned it a place in the Guinness World Records. According to the Florida Institute of Food and Agricultural Sciences, all parts of this plant are extremely poisonous, with the fruit of the manchineel tree possessing the most terrifying venom. Although the manchineel fruit tastes sweet and tempting like an apple, even a small amount of this poison can cause excruciating pain for hours. Hence, it is fittingly nicknamed the little apple of death. The deceptively sweet appearance of the ripe manchineel fruit can be misleading, but the burning sensation in the mouth and throat will ensue after just one bite. Within a few hours, victims will experience vomiting of blood due to throat damage, accompanied by relentless diarrhea causing severe dehydration. In cases of extensive injury, the victims will meet the angel of death. Manchineel is so dangerous that warning signs are posted everywhere, urging people to stay at least 6 meters away, avoid eating the fruit, and prevent the tree's resin from coming into contact with the skin. The white resin of the manchineel tree is a highly toxic substance with potency likened to acid. Just a drop of resin on the skin can cause blisters, inflammation, and burns. Studies have shown that the most severe reaction is caused by Forbol, an organic compound with a strong skin irritating effect. As Forbol dissolves easily in water, every rainfall turns manchineel into a mass murderer for any unlucky tourist seeking shelter under it. Diluted resin from raindrops can cause severe burns, and when it comes into contact with the eyes, it can lead to blindness. Not only humans, but even other creatures like birds, squirrels, and animals avoid the manchineel fruit. Despite being one of the most toxic plants in the world, manchineel proved to be relatively useful in conserving the ecosystem. Experts believe that in the face of rising sea levels and coastal erosion threatening life on land, manchineel is a highly valuable natural barrier against wind and erosion. Additionally, some products made from the tree's bark are used as traditional remedies, and its toxins have contributed to scientific breakthroughs in developing safe insecticides and pain-relieving medications. Number 2. Sandbox tree, the dynamite plant of South America. If you ever visit countries in South America, you might come across a peculiar tree with large, round, hard fruit that is often planted for shade. However, this tree is locally known as one of the most dangerous plant species on the planet. It is covered in thick, sharp spikes and contains highly toxic substances. Its fruit is even capable of exploding like grenades. Despite having a softwood trunk, this tree is considered highly violent. It goes by many names, such as the sandbox tree, dynamite tree, or monkey's dinner bell. It thrives in most tropical regions of the Americas, Africa, and Asia, particularly in the Amazon rainforest, and can reach heights of up to 30 meters. According to experts, everything about this tree is dangerous, from the sharp spikes and toxic substances to the explosive fruit. Firstly, the fruit is likened to grenades. Tourists can easily be deceived by their small and cute appearance, resembling miniature pumpkins. However, they are hard and have about from 15 to 20 segments, shaped like circular ridges, with seed-like structures resembling bird's eyes and covered with a hairy layer on top. But in reality, they are similar to grenades waiting to detonate. When struck or falling from a height, the seeds inside the fruit can be ejected at speeds up to 70 meters per second, with a sound compared to that of a gunshot. The fragments can be propelled up to 45 meters away, posing a risk of injury to people or nearby livestock. The next lethal weapon of the sandbox tree is its thorny exterior, even compared to the torture devices of the Middle Ages. The area around the tree is often not marked with no climbing signs because thorns longer than 2.5 centimeters densely cover the trunk. These thorns, shaped like cones and narrow at the tips, densely cover the trunk from top to bottom, forming an impenetrable armor. The plant's danger is further amplified by these highly toxic substances. The fruit of the tree is so toxic that even a single bite can cause severe symptoms like intense convulsions, vomiting, and diarrhea. The tree's resin is also toxic, causing unpleasant skin rashes upon accidental contact. If the resin gets into the eyes, it can cause temporary blindness. Local people on the island of Java, Indonesia, often use the tree's resin as an insecticide, while in Brazil, they have used a solution extracted from the bark for strong cleaning purposes. Similarly, in Congo, the seeds of the trees are used as a pesticide. Number 3. Fingerleaf, instant death. Fingerleaf usually thrives in tropical climates, found in countries like China, Vietnam, and some American countries. Its scientific name is Gilzimium elegans Benth, a climbing bush with many branches that rely on other trees for support. The plant grows rapidly, quickly climbing and covering large tree trunks. It is an evergreen climbing plant of 12 meters long with hairless branches and slightly grooved stems. The leaves grow opposite, elongated and slightly elliptical, tapering at the tips, sometimes slightly bent at the base. The leaves are smooth and shiny, measuring 7 to 12 centimeters in length or 2.5 to 5.5 centimeters in width. The flowers grow in clusters at the end of branches or in leaf axils, with yellow petals. The flowering season is in June, August, and October. The fruit is a slender, brown capsule, 1 centimeter long and half a centimeter wide, with small seeds, and the edge of the capsule is thin and light brown, kidney-shaped. Fingerleaf is an extremely poisonous plant that can cause instant death to humans. The toxins in the plant are quickly absorbed, even through digestion, taking only 5 to 10 minutes. The time from poisoning to death is about 1 to 7 hours. Therefore, people need to be cautious and distinguish this leaf from others to avoid unfortunate mistakes. It contains a highly toxic substance that can kill a person instantly. The toxin in the leaves is an alkaloid. Researchers found that just cutting or breaking the branches, causing the toxic resin to stick to the hand and accidentally touching food or open wounds, will quickly cause symptoms such as thirst, sore throat, dizziness, blurred vision, and nausea, leading to rapid death due to respiratory failure. Fingerleaf is not easy to distinguish, and those who have not encountered it may mistake it for other types of leaves, especially young travelers visiting mountainous regions. If poisoned by fingerleaf, it is essential to take prompt action to eliminate the toxins from the body, such as inducing vomiting, drinking plenty of water and triggering vomiting, and quickly seeking medical attention to remove the toxins, prevent absorption by washing the stomach, drinking activated charcoal, and receiving fluid therapy. Number 4. Wolfsbane, the queen of poison. Wolfsbane, scientifically known as Aconitum napellus, is one of the 4 precious medicinal plants: ginseng, deer antler, cinnamon, aconite. It is a herbaceous plant that can grow from 0.6 to 1.8 meters tall, covered with short hairs throughout, with purple flowers, sometimes forming clusters of blue or white flowers at the top. The plant contains a range of highly toxic chemicals such as aconitin, mesaconitin, hypaconitin, and jesaconitin. If the leaves are picked without gloves, aconitin can easily penetrate the human body through the skin. The highest concentration of toxic substances in the aconitum is found in its fruit, and even its petals and nectar also contain toxic elements. When poisoned by them, one may experience numbness, severe vomiting, abdominal pain, diarrhea, and irregular heartbeat, which, with sufficient dosage, can lead to death. In ancient Greek times, shepherds knew how to extract the poison from this plant to smear on arrows for killing wolves, hence the plant's nickname, wolfsbane. In Europe, it is perhaps one of the most beautiful yet deadly flowers, earning it the title Queen of Poison. During the ancient Roman Empire, their poison was also used to combat criminals and enemies. A quantity of 20 to 40 milliliters of the poison from them can lead to intoxication and death. This plant is also closely associated with dark arts and sorcery, as its sedative toxicity can cause delirium lasting 2 to 6 hours after poisoning. In larger doses, it can cause immediate death. The poison of wolfsbane has even been used by Eskimos to hunt whales. Moreover, during the Nazi regime, the plant's poison was used to create lethal bullets. Despite containing poisonous substances, wolfsbane is used as a medicinal plant in heart treatment, anti-inflammatory purposes, and to relieve tiredness and pain in limbs and joints. The plant's root is used to make medicine. Aconitum has a tonic effect, can disperse cold, and open up meridians. To avoid poisoning, one should consult the doctor before using this plant as medicine. Number 5. Castor bean plant, a plant not to be tasted. The castor bean plant, scientifically known as Ricinus communis, is native to East Africa but has become prevalent worldwide due to its beautiful appearance, making it a popular ornamental plant. The castor bean plant has a weak stem but can grow up to 10 meters tall, with large, palmate leaves and clustered flowers. The castor bean plant is not only toxic but also contains a highly potent poison in its seed, primarily ricin. Ricin is lethal as it directly interferes with the cell's metabolic process required for survival, disrupting the production of essential proteins, ultimately leading to cell death. When poisoned by ricin, affected individuals might experience severe symptoms such as nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, fatigue, electrolyte imbalances, and protein deficiency, which can damage the liver, kidneys, and heart. Ricin is most dangerous in its concentrated form, and when injected into the body, as just a 3 mg injection under the skin can be fatal. Due to its extremely high toxicity, accidental exposure or ingestion of the castor bean plant can have serious health consequences and pose a life-threatening risk. Therefore, one should avoid contact with the castor bean plant and take precautions when dealing with unidentified or potentially toxic plant species. However, the castor bean plant also possesses medicinal properties. After extraction, the oil from this plant is used as a laxative and purgative. Number 6. Angel's trumpet, the breath of the devil. Angel's trumpet, also known as scopolamine or the breath of the devil, is a hypnotic plant. This plant originates from borrachero, a common wild plant found in Bogota, Colombia. Angel's trumpet has a peculiar shape and comes in various colors, making it popular worldwide. The flower of Angel's trumpet resembles a trumpet hanging downward and comes in beautiful white or yellow colors. The pollen of this flower can induce hallucinations. This plant is a perennial herbaceous plant with the ability to form dense clusters through extensive underground roots. The stem of the plant grows to a height of 15 to 30 centimeters, with flower branches containing 5 to 15 flowers at the top of the stem. The flowers are on average 25 centimeters long, white or yellow, with a sweet fragrance, blooming towards the end of spring. The leaves of this plant are bitter and lumpy, resembling tobacco leaves. Interestingly, all flowers hang their heads towards the ground, just like borachero. Research shows that scopolamine is a highly poisonous flower and can be dangerous if ingested. It is also known as a hypnotic plant because it contains the hallucinogenic substance scopolamine in its flowers. According to scientists, just one drop of scopolamine extract from them can cause a healthy person to fall into an unconscious state, losing memory and temporary sensory perception. Victims may unconsciously listen to and follow the instructions of others. Not only the flowers but all parts of angel's trumpet contain potent toxins that can lead to poisoning if consumed. In mild cases, patients with poisoning show symptoms such as vomiting, fatigue, and dizziness. In severe cases, they may suffer from kidney failure, acute heart failure, hallucinations, and delusions, which can be life-threatening without timely treatment. The toxic substance of these plants has also been used as a form of truth serum for interrogating criminals or temporarily impairing someone's consciousness. When extracted and processed chemically, the scopolamine in this flower becomes a white, odorless powder. It dissolves quickly in water, making it a common tool for criminals to poison their victims. Number 7. Jimson weed, the art of dark sorcery. Jimson weed is a plant with egg-shaped leaves that have pointed tips and narrow bases. The two sides of the leaves are not symmetrical in size. The upper surface of the leaves is grayish-green, while the underside is light green. The leaf margins are wavy or lobed, with 3 or 4 serrated teeth. On the upper side of the leaf, there is one main vein and several secondary veins, which can be green or purple depending on the plant species. The leaf stems are about 4 to 8 centimeters long. The leaves are initially covered in many hairs, but they shed as they grow. The plant can reach a height of 0.9 to 1.2 meters. Its fruit is highly poisonous, containing atropine and scopolamine, and even the petals and nectar are toxic. It causes horrifying symptoms in humans, such as dilated pupils, increased heart rate, fever, urinary retention, and even seizures. In particular, Jimson weed is also associated with the art of dark sorcery due to the effect it has on humans, causing hallucinations and coma when overdosed, as well as impairing vision. According to Oriental medicine, Jimson weed has the effects of relieving coughs, preventing asthma, anti-spasms, pain relief, and treating low back pain. Additionally, it can also be used to support the treatment of abdominal pain, motion sickness, Parkinson's disease, chicken cough, bronchitis, and excessive sweating. However, using this herb can lead to various other symptoms. Therefore, if using Jimson weed and experiencing any unusual symptoms, it is essential to stop using it immediately. The patient should be taken to the hospital for examination and timely treatment. We have just completed the journey of exploring top 7 deadly plants touching to death. We hope that through this video, you have become aware of the dangers and toxicity these plants can pose. In our daily lives, we may come into contact with various plant species, and some of them can threaten our health and lives. To maintain safety when dealing with plants and nature, always be cautious and alert. If you are unsure about a particular plant, do some research or seek assistance from knowledgeable botanists. Thank you for accompanying us on this journey. Let's continue to explore and appreciate the miraculous beauty of nature, and we'll see you in the next videos. See you soon!